Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast, now able to show.
Good morning, Dopey, and welcome to Good Morning Dopey, our shallow and deep dive into the daily reflections. My name is David, and I'm joined by Howard.
I love that there's always that very serious NPR delivery at the beginning. I've clearly caught you at a bad moment.
I just got a bad review. I got bad interaction from an ex super fan. It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're a super fan of Dopey, then fucking stick around, man. It's like, you know, good shit is going to be around the corner. If you don't like something, just hang out. Something else good is going to come. Don't give up.
Theoretically.
You don't leave until the miracle happens. Have you ever heard that, Howie?
Yes. Shania Twain.
Does she say that?
No.
Here, I'm going to read a comment.
Is it going to be positive about me?
Oh, wow. Brendan Lamb, Dopey superfan, who has an Oy Vey hat coming to him, and I'm going to throw in free socks as well, Brendan, just because, what the hell, I'm a good guy. He says, listen to Huey Lewis's interview on Mark Maron's WTF. It's a great interview. Love Huey Lewis in the news. The heart of rock and roll / whatever, hashtag Toodles. That's the song we didn't mention. You know, the heart of rock and roll is still beating.
Definitely
and to what else? I'm dancing like my grandma.
Right.
And the older bit of fan of beating.
That's wonderful. All right. Daily Reflection, 19.
What's your favorite Huey Lewis song? I think maybe just the daily reflection should just be about
Hip
Huey
to
Lewis.
be square. I love that song.
Why do you like that song? Hip to be square.
I really like their whole catalog. I feel like I do. I don't know that I know a bad Huey Lewis song. Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
I think it's good shit.
It's very, 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 very nerdy stuff, Hal. But I like Huey Lewis too. So what are you gonna do? Today is the 18th or the 19th.
19th.
This is not your reading because it starts with "I'm not different." In the beginning, it was 4 whole years before AA brought permanent sobriety to even one alcoholic woman. Like the high bottoms, the woman said they were different. The skid rower said he was different. So did the artists and the professional people, the rich, the poor, the religious, the agnostic, the Indians and the Eskimos, the veterans and the prisoners. Nowadays, all of these and legions more soberly talk about how very much alike all of us alcoholics are when we admit that the chips are finally down. I cannot consider myself in AA. If I do, I isolate myself from others and from contact with my higher power. If I feel isolated in AA, it is something I've created by feeling I'm different in some way. Today I practice being just another alcoholic in the worldwide fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah, I think this is nice. I think, the great cliche for this is like, we're all, and you don't fit into this, but it's like, you don't, because it's like the idea of garden variety drunks, garden variety addicts, like people like, I mean, I used to go to rehab and be like, I'm probably more hardcore than X, Y, and Z. Or Chris was like, I'm way more hardcore than you.
Right.
Or whatever, Ryan Leone. And,
Sure.
It's like there's various degrees of substance abuse, alcoholism. But it's like one of the things that get us all fucked up is when we say, oh, I was the worst. I was the worst.
Right.
And it's like this kind of phenomenon where alcoholics and addicts tend to think of themselves better and worse than they actually were. You know what I mean?
Like comparing yourself to someone else who has the same problem?
Yes, but it's more like the great phrase that was always bandied about. It's the egomaniac with the inferiority complex.
Yeah.
And what Chris always said, which I always loved, I don't know if he invented it, but he would always say, it's like feeling like you're the piece of shit that also happens to be in the center of the universe.
Right.
Which is like, that's the phenomenon of alcoholics. And the I'm not different reading, it just says we're all that. You know what I mean? Like, we're all that to various degrees rather than like, oh, you're so much better. Like, she just drank Chardonnay sometimes and I shot heroin. Right. We're all that, And,
Right,
and
everybody's got that same problem.
everybody's got that soul sucking thing. But
Yep.
I think that's enough. I think like the point is be a community, be unified, know that we're all the island of misfit toys. And even Howie has severe mental illness. I mean, he might not have had substance abuse disorder, but he's all fucked up.
We had I have severe mental illness. I think I have OCD.
That's just part of the spectrum-y rainbow.
I'm not that bad. I'm different.
You should have seen him this morning. It was so bad. It was horrible.
Well, it wasn't this morning. It was like 7 days ago.
Well,
but,
it was this morning, and
Yeah.
it was hours of Howard reacting to loops of chord not being where he wanting them.
I was justified, though.
There isn't. What's the difference? What do you mean? How are you justified?
Because there were problems with all our shit here.
There were minor problems that you made major.
Yeah. Well, it's too
And then
many.
there were major problems because you futzed around with the minor ones.
Futzed.
Anyway,
Futzed. Yeah.
nobody's different.
No.
We're all together. Stay strong, Dopey Nation. Thank
Like
you,
and
Howie.
subscribe to this.
Like
Right?
and subscribe
Like
to
and
this.
subscribe.
And-
Always.
And fucking toodles for Chris and thank
Toodles for Chris and subscribe.
Dopey, I'm face down on the floor. Dopey,